Hello and welcome to Always Elite. Today is prediction day for AEW All Out, which happens tomorrow night. Now in the buy-in we have at least one match that I can see. Now I got all these off of Wikipedia, so I don't know the exact order. But I do know that in the buy-in it's Big Swole versus Britt Baker, a tooth and nail match. Which I have no idea what that means. It's a weird stipulation that means absolutely nothing. It's probably just a hardcore match. Now, I think Britt Baker's going to win here only because of shenanigans from Reba and possibly Penelope Ford. Then we get, going into the main card, is the Young Bucks versus the Jurassic Express. Now, I think the Jurassic Express are going to win this only to further the Young Bucks storyline between them and FTR. Although I could be wrong about most of these predictions. Well, guess we'll have to wait and see, because I'd like to know what you think is going to happen at All Out in the comments down below. Then we get the Casino Battle Royale. Now there's 21 participants. There's 4 suits. That means 5 people come out what the suit is called at a time. And then after the 4 suits come out, the wild card, or the Joker, let's say, comes out by himself. Now, there wasn't a complete list of people, so I'm not even going to bother with that. I mean, I have a few names here. Darby Allin, Lance Archer, Brian Cage, Ricky Starks, Eddie Kingston, the Butcher and the Blade, Pentagon, and Phoenix. Now, I don't know who the other ones are. They either weren't announced, or I just can't find them anywhere. However, I think it's going to be the wild card that wins this one, whoever that may be, because that's what happened last year with Hangman Page being the wild card, because he wasn't announced for the match. Then we get a Broken Rules match. Essentially, it's a loser leaves town match, but that stipulation only applies to Matt Hardy. It's Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara, basically in a hardcore match. I say that Sammy Guevara wins this match, even though it'll be 2 wins in a row for him, only because Matt will leave for a month or so and come back as another persona. That's the gist of what everybody's saying. He's going to lose the match and come back as somebody else. Maybe he'll come back as the broken Matt Hardy, because the fans are starting to come back. Then we get the Dark Order versus Matt Cardona, Scorpio Sky, and the Natural Nightmares. Now, I say that it's going to be Cardona pinning Brody Lee to set up a TNT title opportunity later down the line. Then we get the AEW Women's Championship match between Hikaru Shida, who is the champ, and Thunder Rosa, who is the NWA Women's Champion. Now, I say Thunder Rosa wins only because she can't go back to NWA to wrestle, because that promotion has now shut down to at least the end of the year. So I say she's going to win the title here and be a double champion in AEW. Then we get the AEW Tag Team Championship match with Omega and Page versus FTR. FTR is going to win the titles here because that's the storyline going in, is they're better than everybody else. However, the only reason why I say this is because Omega and Page are going to implode on each other. And I think Omega's the one that's going to turn heel, which is going to cause them to lose the match. Then we get probably the best match of the night, in my opinion. It's the Mimosa Mayhem match between Chris Jericho and Orange Cassidy. Now, there's going to be a lot of shenanigans in this one. Obviously, the rest of the Inner Circle are going to get involved. Best friends are getting involved. Some say that Mike Tyson may show up to help Orange Cassidy defeat Chris Jericho to get that storyline going again. Me personally, I wish that would happen, and I also think that Orange Cassidy's still going to win. Jericho's going to end up in the vat whether he wins or loses. But I say Orange Cassidy wins here. Then we get the main event of the night, which is the AEW World Heavyweight Championship match between Jon Moxley and MJF. Now, I say that MJF wins the title here because of his so-called campaign. so that John Moxley can move on to other things, which I don't know what that would be. But I just think Moxley's had the title long enough, and it's time for somebody else to hold it. MJF wins the title, but he doesn't hold it very long, because the winner of the Casino Battle Royal gets an AEW World Championship match. Whoever that is could challenge MJF right after that, so there could be an additional match here. Well, that's the predictions for All Out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Who you think's going to win the AEW World Championship. Until next time, always be elite.